episode 50. 50. It is December 30th, 2020, and this is episode 50. 50 of them hoes. 50 of them hoes. You better stop playing with me. You better put some respect on my name. Hey, I'm here to stay. I am here to stay. I'm not one of them. You better not play with me. You better not play. I am not one of them. With that being said, today is December 30th. Episode 50 of Pull Up the Tape is here. Your host is Michael DeLue. I'm keeping it with you. I'm keeping it real all day, 24/7, especially when I touch the mic. Especially when I touch the mic. You gonna stop playing with me. Look. Peep this. We here to stay. They gonna have to make a lane for me. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. Let's get into the politics of today's episode, man. So, yesterday, the Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Miami Heat 144-97. And this is definitely something that will never happen again. Never happen again. I don't see something like this ever happening again for the Bucks for various reasons. They had one of the most historical shooting nights in the history of the NBA. And the NBA's been around for since the 50s, if I'm not mistaken. So that's about 70 years worth of basketball. And what the Bucks did last night is like something that not many teams do. First of all, they were 1-3 short of the NBA record, which was set by the Houston Rockets in 2019, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, which is 16 threes and 1/2. The Rockets hit 17. So already they were up big at halftime. They were up big after like the first 5 minutes of the game because they each of their starters except for Giannis, I think each of their starters except for Giannis started off. Drew Holiday started off 4 for 4. Brook Lopez started off 4 for 4. Chris Middleton started off 4 for 4. Giannis started off like 3 of 7. And who else starts? I already said Drew Holiday. Not Don. I don't think it's Dante. I can't remember their last starter, but whoever that individual is also started off 4 for 4. They started off the gate strapped up and ready for warfare. They start the Bucks. Okay. Before I keep going on about how good the Bucks play or whatever, Miami didn't play without Jimmy Butler. And although they didn't play without Jimmy Butler, even if he would have played after the performance I seen from the Bucks in terms of the historic shooting night, the game probably wouldn't have. The game would have ended up the exact same way. So I'm not really gonna sit there and act like that was a big determining factor in why the Heat lost. But they were without their best player. Granted, I will give them that. They were without their best player. But regardless of that, they still played very, very bad defensively. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Like, oh my God. And a lot of what I was seeing early in the game was just indicative that this is going to be a very, very long night for the Heat, considering they for the most part, they're a very good defensive team, but just they were giving wide open threes. Thanasis Antetokounmpo was getting wide open threes, and he was hitting some of them. I seen him hit 1 3, and I was like, oh my God. Thanasis is out here getting minutes, and he's hitting a 3. Oh, it's going to be a very, 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 I want to keep emphasizing very, very, very long night for the Miami Heat, because that's just not a good sign. First of all, Thanasis Antetokounmpo is getting minutes. So that means one of two things. The Bucks are either up by a lot or they're down by a lot. For example, the last game when they were down to the Knicks by a lot, Thanasis was playing. This game, they were up a lot, so Thanasis was playing. Thanasis starts playing and starts hitting threes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Today is one of them days. Today is one of them days. So, to just keep getting into the game, Bucks had a historic shooting night. Giannis played terrible. The craziest part about all this, after seeing the score, 144-97, you're probably thinking, oh, this nigga Giannis went crazy. Giannis had 9 points. Giannis had 9 points. Terrible game from him. Honestly, that's bad. And it says a lot, like, wow, how were the Bucks able to do this with Giannis, their best player, only scoring 9 points? How? Doesn't that sound surprising and just out of the realm of possibility for it to even be able to happen? Giannis having 9 points. 9 whole points. 9. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9 points. 9 points. 3 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2. 6 rebounds and 6 assists. That's all he was able to put up last night. Just really disappointing, but hey, it is what it is. Great win by the Bucks. They flexed their muscles like on both ends of the floor, offensively, defensively, on the glass, from 3-point range. But who I do want to give credit and props to is Tyler Hero, man. Honestly, I've seen Tyler Hero go. There was a couple possessions where I seen Tyler Hero do some things that not many people are able to do to Jrue Holiday. And Jrue Holiday is considered one of the best. Jrue Holiday is considered one of the best wing defenders in the NBA. And on several possessions, I've seen Tyler Hero work him out. Oh yeah, coach. This dude can't. Oh yeah, coach. This dude can't stay in front of me. Oh yeah, coach. He can't stay in front of me. That's what it seemed like Tyler Hero was thinking in his head. I specifically remember Tyler Hero hitting a 3 where he crossed Jrue Holiday, shifted him. Like, oh my God. Damn, I wish I had the play. I wish I had to play. That's one thing we're gonna work on in the future with PullUpDaTape. We're gonna have clips playing on what you call it and all that stuff. But it is what it is. Again, great team win by the Bucks, but I want to emphasize that there was no Jimmy Butler. And like I said, even with Jimmy Butler, I still think the same thing would have happened if this is the type of performance that the Bucks would have brought to the table. But hey, I mean, LeBron James is not even stopping a team. Any team that shoots 56% from 3 and hits almost 33s, you're most likely going to win the game. If you hit almost 33s, if you hit almost 23s, you're most likely going to win the game. 29 threes out of 51. Oh, you came on bullshit. You at halftime of the game, they were playing Make It Rain Trick, make it rain trick, make it rain trick, make it rain trick. I'ma make it rain. I'ma make it rain. And in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, the Bucks are really on bullshit right now. Like for TNT to be playing Make It Rain by Travis Porter at halftime because the Bucks had just hit 16 threes in Miami, I was like, okay, they're on bullshit. But to get into the box score, Chris Middleton had 25 points, 10 of 13 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3, 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Jrue Holiday had 24 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 6 of 10 from 3, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Dante DiVincenzo, 17 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3. He had 2 assists to add with that. Brook Lopez, 14 points, 4 or 5 from the field. No, 4 or 5 from 3. And he had 2 measly ass rebounds. Brent Forbes, 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. Bobby Portis, 11 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 9 rebounds. DJ Augustine had 10 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and 4 rebounds, okay? To get into the Heat's box score, Tyler Hero had 23 points, 9 of 16 from the field, 3 of 8, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Kendrick Nunn added 15 points, 6 of 17, not the most efficient night. 1 of 7 from 3, definitely not efficient. And 1 of 7 from 3, and he had 6 assists. Avery Bradley, very efficient tonight, 5 of 9 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. That's great to see for Heat fans. 2 rebounds. Bam Adebayo had 12 points, 5 of 7, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Patrick Achiuwu, 10 points, 5 of 8 from the field, and 4 rebounds. To get into the next game, featuring 2 teams that, obviously a lot of people have high expectations for, but one of these teams is just disappointing us. Not us, but, obviously disappointing the nation of Canada with the way they're playing right now. So the 76ers beat the Raptors 100-93, and the Raptors are now 0-3 and have lost 3 straight games and have choked away 3 straight games and just are starting to look just crazy. Like, crazy. They don't – man, there's so much to really unravel when it comes to this. And even though the Sixers won, I do want to take the time to also let them know that they're trash. They're not trash. They're not too sexy either. The Sixers aren't too sexy either. They don't look sexy under Doc Rivers at the current moment. It could change. It is still very young, early. I said young, early in the season, but the Sixers don't look the best right now either. So I'm not really going to give them too much praise or bash them too much, but just know that Sixers have a lot of improving to do as well. So I'm about to rip the fuck out of the Raptors. Then we're going to get to the Sixers. All right. So once again, another third quarter collapse. Another one. I'm not a Raptors fan, but if I was, I'd probably be very, very upset as of right now with the shit that I'm seeing. It's honestly, at this point, it's starting to get really, what's the word? Sad, disappointing to see that this is how the Raptors this is how the Raptors are deciding to play and represent their team and their nation and their fan base. Like, because these are not good performances by them at all, like at all. And one of the first things I'm going to say is when you see a team struggling in the beginning of the season, I think the first thing you do is, okay, you look at, okay, what's changed from last year to this year? 2 key departures. Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka. Who in my mind signed pretty team-friendly deals with the respective LA teams. Mark signs with the Clippers. No, not Mark. Serge signs with the Clippers. Mark signs with the Lakers. Toronto probably shouldn't have let that happen. Tried to keep one of them. Toronto has, after the departure of those individuals, they lost 2 of the 3 bigs in their 8-man rotation. And the only one that stayed, being Pascal Siakam, provides no post presence whatsoever. I'm going to say it again. They lost 2 of the 3 bigs in their 8-man rotation. And the only one who stayed provides no post presence whatsoever. And the people they brought in, Aaron Baines, trash. Eric Boucher, Chris Boucher doesn't have the mass, the lateral quickness, or the strength to play with traditional 4s or 5s in the league. They're undermanned in the interior, which what Joel Embiid should have had like 40 today. 40. Joel Embiid should have had 40 today, but he didn't. And you just see, like, it's quite evident. And after analyzing the tape and watching the game, the Raptors don't have enough. They don't. First of all, they don't have a true number 1 player, because Pascal Siakam is acting in that role. He takes the most shots. The offense is featured around him. Like even in the box score right here, he took the most shots out of anyone. He took the most shots out of anyone on the entire court. He had 23. The next person who had anything close to that was Tobias Harris with 20 on the other team. He's acting as the number one player, which that player should be able to create their own offense, carry a team, get to the free throw line, and if you're a power forward, have a post presence. None of that. He's not doing any of that. And then the team continuously collapses. And then it just, I don't know exactly what's going on with Nick Nurse's rotation, but this ain't it, bruh. This is not it. Look, I have faith in the Raptors management that they can get this right. They can fix this. They need to get another player to come in and assist and help. They need to target a player that's capable of being a number one. I don't know. Maybe somebody like Bradley Beal. I know for a fact. I know for a fact that the Wizards probably not going to give him up. But somebody like Bradley Beal, Victor Oladipo. I don't know who else. Who else do I feel like can actually make the? I don't know. I don't know. Or I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't say free agency because that's a whole nother. Yeah, you just gotta wait. But I think the Raptors are still good. Raptors are still good enough to make the. I don't even know honestly, because they didn't like I said, they didn't replace any. Like last year's team was a good team, but they lost some vital members. I just said they lost 2 of the 3. Marc Gasol, regardless of his age, is still a good player and was good for that team and was providing solid minutes, especially Serge Ibaka. Look how good Serge Ibaka looks on the Clippers. It looks great. The Raptors were up like 13 in the midway through the third quarter, and then found a way for the offense to choke that away. Offense was stagnant. Fred VanVleet wasn't providing anything reasonable or meaningful at all. Like, come on, Federico, come on, bro. What's going on? I fuck with Fred VanVleet, but I hope this isn't a situation where they paid top dollar for somebody who isn't as good as we thought he was. But let's get into his box score. So Joel Embiid had 29 points. He should have had 40. Come on now. Aaron Baines cannot guard Joel Embiid. Wait, bro, look. When Joel Embiid has a favorable matchup, he is too big, too strong, too fast, too mobile, too skilled not to be scoring 35 points per game when he has a favorable matchup. Aaron Baines is a favorable matchup. That is barbecue chicken for Joel Embiid. That's jollof fries for Joel Embiid. That is jollof fries for Joel Embiid. Come on, bro. He should be eating that. He should be eating him up. He cannot guard me. Get this big ass baby off me. That's what Joel Embiid is supposed to think when he sees a bum ass center like Aaron Baines. Tobias Harris, 26 points, 11 of 20 from the field, 2 from 35. I said 2 from 35. 2 of 5 from 3. 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Seth Curry, 17 points, 5 of 11. 3 of 6 from 3. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Ben Simmons, 11 points, 3 of 11 from the field. Yikes. 3 rebounds. No, 13 rebounds. 7 assists. Kyle Lowry, 24 points, 6 of 15, 3 of 8 from 3, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, flirted with a triple-double. OG Anunoby, solid game, 7 of 11, 4 of 7 from 3, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Pascal Siakam, 8 of 23. I repeat, Pascal Siakam, 8 of 23. Four of 9 from 3. That was good. Fred VanVleet. Jesus. 3 of 12 from the field. 2 of 8 from 3. 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Terrible shooting night. When this man isn't hitting shots, he's close to contributing to, like, he's close to contribute. Like, you could put him next to nothing. That's how much he's like. When he's not hitting shots, you can write him off. You can write him off. If he's not hitting shots, write that dude off. Honestly, good win for the Sixers, I guess. I don't really know what else to say about that, about those two teams. I still am not impressed by the by the Sixers. Not too impressed by. I'm for sure not impressed by the Raptors at all. I'm disappointed in them. I'm disappointed in their front office. I'm disappointed in Nick Nurse. I'm disappointed in Federico. I am disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in Pascal Siakam, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not a Raptors fan, so I'm not going to dwell on it too long. Can't dwell on it too long. That's if I was them, I'd keep that within the family. I hope they get that figured out, because 0-3 is not the way you want to start any NBA season, let alone one that has 72 condensed games. So, hey. So, this story was buzzing around the internet yesterday, like all over it. I got notifications. It was crazy to see. Before I get into this, into what I'm about to say, what I do want to say before that is, because I don't think I've ever really addressed this on camera before, but I want to talk about Kobe Bryant and what he actually meant to me. Kobe Bryant was the first player I can honestly say I can attribute my love for basketball to. I remember, like, one of my earliest childhood memories is sitting in my dad's lap when we lived in our 1-bedroom apartment on Cochran Street, which is not too far from Dorsey High School. Which, if those of you who know where Dorsey High School is, it's in the J's, it's in the Jungles, which is at that time and growing up was a very, very crime infested neighborhood with a lot of gangs, and never really went outside much. I always used to stay in the house. Obviously I'm a kid. I'm probably like 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not really out much. I'm just inside the crib watching basketball. And obviously living in Los Angeles, California, and growing up where I did, obviously I watched a lot of Kobe. I watched a lot of the Lakers. And, my early childhood memories is when I was still able to sit and fit in my dad's lap. We used to watch Laker games together. And I used to just constantly hear Kobe Bryant's name on the TV screen. Kobe Bryant. I'm like, man, this dude is really, really. I'm 4 years old thinking, man, this dude he is not one of them. I'm thinking that in my head, like, he is not one of them. He is different. And seeing how much he meant to the city of Los Angeles, seeing how much he meant to kids my age when I was in middle school, and just knowing how much of an impact he had on so many individuals' lives, like my life, my brother's life, my youngest brothers, all my homies in middle school, everybody who calls the city of Los Angeles home. We truly miss you. We miss you every day. There's not a single day I don't think about Kobe Bryant at all. And in doing what I'm doing right now, how I told myself I was going to measure my success was if one day I got to interview all of the people that I really looked up to, or played such a big part in inspiring me to be where I am today. Kobe Bryant was going to be one of them that I felt like would be on that list. That I couldn't wait. Like, I knew if I ever was sitting in front of Kobe, I was sitting in front of Kobe doing my job, what I love to do. I know for a fact I made it. I did it. And it just takes me to where I was at when I first found out that he passed away. I was on the 105 freeway, merging onto the 405 north, and I was with my homie Abdul, brother, whatever you want to call it, and I got a notification from TMZ saying that Kobe had passed away. Couldn't believe it. Still don't believe it to this day. And it's approaching a year later. It's been 11 months. Still don't believe it. But I miss you. I miss you. The world misses you. Los Angeles misses you. It hasn't been the same without you. I don't even know what to say. Like, I know his family will never recover, but I hope they've been able to find peace and joy as the months have went along. You know, they don't know me. They'll probably never ever see this, but Kobe was such an important man. I can't put into words how important Kobe was and his life was to me as an individual, as a young boy growing up in Los Angeles, California, watching him thrive and just ascend to the heights that he did, watching his last championship, man. I remember watching, man. Oh, man. His last championship was the best one. His last one was the best one. Just seeing, it's right here. Y'all know what the vibes is. Y'all already know what the vibes is. Y'all know we don't play about Kobe on Pull Up the Tape. We do not play about Kobe on Pull Up the Tape. Y'all better stop playing. You already know what's going on. I am a goon when it comes to that, man. But we miss you. You're still missed every single day. And man, I can't wait to get that interview with you. I can't wait. So, to get into the story that was circulating around the news yesterday, apparently it was leaked that Kobe had the intentions of leaving Nike. And the main reason why he wanted to leave Nike was because he wasn't fond of the way that the company was marketing his shoe, and he didn't feel like he was doing enough sales and stuff along those lines. So much so to the point where he was actually exploring leaving Nike and starting off his own shoe, which honestly came to me as a very, very big surprise. Like, I was honestly shocked to read that and hear that, because I would have never thought that he felt that way, but apparently he did. And it just begs the question, like, you and I seen the prototype. I'm not sure if everybody else seen the prototype, but it's available online. But it begs the question, you know, how do you think that shoe would have done? Like, it was going to be called the Mamba shoe. Begs the question, how good would that have done? And just all these thoughts started racing through my mind as I'm reading this article, as I'm just, you know, inferring on all these different things. And it made me wonder, you know, I just continue to wonder. I'm still wondering right now, like, how would that have done? And what would that have done to the landscape of the shoe business? Like, I definitely feel like Kobe was one of those people who had the people who fuck with Kobe fucked with him enough to, if Kobe would have released a new cookbook, Kobe would have been the number one seller. Kobe would have started a movie, number one movie in America. Kobe would have started releasing some shoes. Based on the design, Kobe could have fucked up the shoe industry forever. I know for a fact I would have bought some. I don't give a fuck what they look like. I would have bought some. I don't give a fuck what they look like. But Kobe for sure had the potential to transform the sneaker industry. Same way Kanye did, same way Travis Scott is currently doing. Kobe could have done the same thing, if not more. Like, really could have fucked some shit up for sure. A Mamba shoe, a Mamba brand, I'm rocking with it. But for those of you who are listening, I mean, I just want to thank everyone, man. This has been a journey. That I started this in March, and I haven't been the most consistent. If I really want to be honest, I haven't been the most consistent, but that's gonna change. 2021, I'm aiming to release at least 300 episodes. Hey, I'm gonna keep bringing that. Y'all keep bringing, man. Hey, start rocking with me, man. If you're listening to at this point, start sharing this podcast with anybody you know that loves sports. If you don't, you're stupid. Come on, man. Don't play yourself. Hey, share this podcast with anybody you know that loves sports. Stop playing. I am not one of them. You better stop playing with me. I am not one of them. Share, like, subscribe. Keep listening. Keep rocking with me. Viral movie. Favi, rest in peace, Kobe. Stop playing. He is not one of them either.